All right, I agree with Booger McFarland on what he said about Dwayne Haskins and black players in the National Football League. And I'm going to use Michael Vick as an example. We're going to talk about it. So hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. But first, make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. But the only thing I didn't agree with Booger McFarland was using the politically correct, incorrect word, African Americans. I don't use that word. I'm not from Africa. Okay, I'm black. Black American, black, I'm cool with that. I used to hate when Obama used to say, African Americans. No, I'm black. I'm not from Africa. You know what I'm saying? My mother was from the Bronx. My father was from Inkster, Michigan. You know, they family, both my parents, grandparents, mother and fathers came from Alabama. All right? So I don't know nothing about Africa. No disrespect to Africa, but I know nothing about Africa. So I use the word black. If you want to use black American, I have no issue with it. I don't like the term African American. Okay, but I'm going to leave the Twitter link in the description what he said. But he said, it'll be under source link. He basically said, I'm going to go here about the Dwayne Haskins situations that young black players in the NFL, you know, they don't take the job serious. They look at it as a game and not a business. It is a business. He said a lot of people go around and basically bullshit off. He used Jamarcus Russell as an example, saying that, you know, they bullshit around. You know, he said they bullshit around. He said they don't take it serious. They look at it as a game. And he said you come to the league and, you know, because the league is made up 70% of black Americans or black people in it, that they just don't take it serious. And I agree with them, bro. They come in, you know, and then in college, and in football, you got to stay in college 3 years. So if it's a red shirt and red shirt freshman and sophomore, you come out. So there should be more of a maturity to a lot of these players coming in than the NBA, but they don't take it serious. They take it for granted. And you got to understand the National Football League, NFL stand for not for long, and he right. And especially for quarterbacks, and some of the notions or some of the disclaimers out there about black people playing quarterback was true. They didn't take the time to come in and put the work in. Jamarcus Russell, Dwayne Haskins, Michael Vick. They think it's a game. They bullshitting around. They don't take it serious. Only thing that I didn't agree with is we wasn't smart enough to be quarterbacks. We was smart enough. It's just that it was a notion out there that black people weren't committed enough and put the work in to being a successful quarterback. And that's true. Michael Vick, Jamarcus Russell, you know, do people understand the amount of work that you have to put in to be a quarterback? And he said all players don't come in, study, take it serious, take it for granted. You can find yourself out this league as a black person real fast. You can find yourself out this league real fast. And the work to take in to be a quarterback, you got to know coverages. That's where you determine where the ball go. The primary on the route could be on the crossing route or a corner route, you know. But if they play the proper defense to take that corner away, bracket them, keep it over the top, where they, you know, bracket them on a crossing route or a shallow crossing route, then you got to go wherever else. So the coverage dictates where you go with the football. And there's so many coverages because you can play cover too. You know, you can play combination cover, robber, single high, 2-man under. You know, then they start disguising, then they get into a single high, and then they act like they coming, and all of a sudden that strong safety it go into 2-man under. You know, or it look like they playing, you know, a match cover 4, or they like it's like a match, like a man. They playing match cover 4. You think it's man, and then, you know, a linebacker or a DB dropping and intercepted. So you got to know all the coverages and really know how they disguising it. You know, you got to study film on teams, and there's so many coverages that change year to year, you know, and then they study you. Oh, he not accurate throwing outside the numbers. So what we going to do, we're going to shade the receivers on the inside and force him to throw outside the numbers. Oh, he not good at timing, you know, or he not good at anticipating windows. We're going to do this. And, you know, and even some of the best get tricked. Peyton Manning got tricked for years in the playoffs with coverages and stuff. It takes years. But once you master coverages and you still got an arm, you can anticipate windows, you master quarterback, you can play like Tom Brady. You can play for 20 years. You know, and what most black quarterbacks got to understand is your athleticism only going to take you so far. You know, your athleticism is just minor. You know, after a while, you ain't going to be able to use your legs. Steve Young showed you that. Randall Cunningham showed you that. The game must be played from the pocket, and for it to be played in the pocket, It takes so many study hours. You got to continue to master your mechanics, master your footwork, master your launching point, master getting your feet under yourself. You got to be able to look. You got to be able to be, scrambling to throw, not scrambling to run. There's just so many things that go into playing quarterback that you pretty much got to give your life to be a successful Super Bowl caliber quarterback. And Booger McFarland is right. A lot of these black players come into this league and they think it's a joke. They don't want to study. And you can find yourself out this league really quick. They get them checks. They think that money going to be there. They spend money like it's an allowance. And when you look at the National Football League, one injury, one politically incorrect statement, you could be out of there. It's just true. And you got to treat it like a business. And a lot of these brothers don't want to treat it like a business. They treat it like a game, but it's a business. It's brands. And also, with you kind of being politically correct, it could lead to making more money. He said, everybody up here that's speaking sports, we make a lot of money. So imagine what type of money they make in the National Football League. And they pay you a lot of money to come in and be on code and be disciplined and be in the locker room and come politically correct. They pay them a lot of money. It takes a lot of work, and we gotta do better. You gotta study the game. And a lot of these dudes come into the game immature. Like the game gonna be there forever, and it won't. Politics will take it. Yeah, but these dudes don't take it serious. And then he talked about these players caring more about social media following, putting up that they work, putting it up that they working out and they grinding, they getting it in one time for the one time. And not caring about getting better in the field, making the team better, and basically caring more about their brand than they care about their on-field performance and about their own team. And that's honestly true. And Mason's out there barking for no reason. Somebody else dog barking. This is crazy. I don't want to cuss him out, but I'd be glad when they get him. Please get him. Hold on, man. My apologies. But yeah, they treat it like a game and not a business. Worry about their brand. And if you perform on the field, your brand will really pretty much manifest into what you want to go into. If you want to show clothes, jerseys, want to get into movies. But yeah, it is a shock to a lot of fans out there that players don't prepare and come to the NFL trying to win. A lot of people is complacent. It's just like in school. A lot of us used to get to school and, we get to the last 2 weeks of a month before the report card and we do all our makeup work to bring our D's and F's to C's and B minuses and B's. It's no different. When you get to that last year of the contract and then they ain't trying to extend you, then you ball out. You go out there, you rush for 4 touchdowns or you rush for 40 touchdowns or, whatever. You throw for 50 touchdowns and some team going to prematurely pay you, not knowing you was complacent from year 2 to year 3 or 4 your contract. And that's just the way the game go. Honestly, it's just like being in school with a lot of the kids to try to hustle up and try to bring their D's and F's up to C pluses and B's at the end of the quarter. And that's like the NFL. Man, Michael Vick, they said they put a tape in Michael Vick. They gave Michael Vick a blank tape and asked him did he watch the film. Michael Vick didn't even open it up, and he just said, yeah, he watched the film. So a lot of these dudes don't put the work in, and they do pretty much feed into the stereotypical lazy black man in the coming to NFL. But then again, we got to congratulate a lot of those hardworking black men in the NFL that, excuse me, that put the work in, that grinded in, and really, the Brian Dawkins, and, you got to thank those guys that put their arm around these rookies and try to show these rookies the way. But a lot of these young guys that come out, and that's not even NFL, just in the real world, they don't want to listen to nobody. They don't want to listen to the message. And then when they get jammed up and they go into jail or things don't work out, they want to blame everybody else. But then again, they let it go in one ear and go out the other. So, that's just my opinion on it, man. And, I agree with Booger McFarland. The only thing I disagree with him on is simply the word African American. I'd rather use black or black American. But hey, let me know what you guys think. I'll put the link in the description or the source link. Don't forget we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out if you have a business question, inquiry, response, your video request. Keep sharing the videos. All my social media links in the description. Fast way to reach me is Twitter, then Facebook, then Instagram. We also got a Facebook group. You can check that out. All the links in the description. Want to make a financial donation? Cash App CJ Good 313. That's in the description. PayPal link in the description. Best way to donate. Share the video. One time for the one time. We gone.